The second of two videos. In the first video I looked at volume. In the second video I'm going to focus on surface area. Remembering that volume is what's inside and surface area is what covers the outside. So let's look at this question. What is the surface area of a rectangular prism that has a length of 2 centimeters, a width of 5 centimeters, and a height of 2 centimeters? So there's many ways to approach this problem. Let's first draw a diagram of the shape itself. Now, logically speaking, I first drew the length of 2. And when I was drawing this, I recognized that the length of 2 and the width of and the height of 2 are exactly the same. So let me make that 2. And then the width is 5. So I drew this line to be longer than these lines. I'll put 5 there. And with that said, now I know the length of every line on that rectangular prism just by logic and deduction. That would be 2, that would be 2, 2, this is 5, that's 5, this line here is 5, that line there is 2. Once you can draw this on, you have a good idea of what the shape looks like. I also have these cubes here, and I've put the shape into cube form. So I can have length of 2, height of 2, and a width of 5. Now, the easiest way to find surface area would be then to look at this shape and count all the faces that you see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and count every single face that you see. But obviously, with that being said, sometimes we don't have these cubes at our disposal and we have to be able to do the math on paper. So here's what I'd recommend doing. It involves isolating every side of that rectangular prism. So first I isolate the front, 2 by 2, 2 by 2. Then I isolate the back, which is the same, 2 by 2. And then I isolate the top and the bottom. The top is 2 by 5 and the bottom is 2 by 5. What I have left to isolate, goes in here, would be the sides, the right side and the left side. So I'll do that right now. And interestingly enough, with this rectangular prism, the sides are going to be the exact same as the top and bottom. Surface area is used a lot when we're looking to find the outside of something. They're used commonly with packing things or painting the inside of a room or whatever, because it helps you to determine the length, or sorry, the total area of everything that has to be covered. So then what I do, now that I have this, is I put inside each shape the area. So 2, remember to find area, you do length times width. So 2 times 2 would be 4. 4. 2 times 5 is 10. 10. 10. 10. So now that I found the area of each side, I'm going to add up those middle numbers. 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 plus 10 is 18. 18 plus 10 is 28. 28 plus 10 is 38. And 38 plus 10 is 48. So I put 48. Now what units am I going to use? I'm not going to use cube, which would be the 3, because that's for volume. Remember volume. I'm going to use squared, because it refers to surface area. So 48 centimeters squared. And as always, I write a therefore statement so that the reader can clearly see where my answer is. Because just that alone, the reader may not know where the answer is. So I'm going to put therefore the surface area of the rectangular prism is 48 centimeters squared. 48 centimeters squared, again, represents the total area of each side. And going backwards, we isolate each side. And going backwards once more, I first drew the shape and applied a little bit of logic. Remember, if we were now to count all faces that we see here on this cube, the total would be 48 as well. Now that's not to say there's 48 cubes, but surface area are the faces that are showing 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48. 48 faces. And that's how you do surface area. I'll see everyone on Monday.